One of the best smelling parking lots in the NFL. The tailgating's over now in Kansas City. It's football time at Arrowhead Stadium here in KC. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Kansas City Chiefs. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. That's Harrison Butker. Set to get things started. Off we go from Arrowhead. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Ready?
They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Tigers. Buffalo 18, 2. Cougar 19.
From the gun, Richardson. Complete, he finds Brian Thomas. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. They get 22 yards there. First down, Atlanta.
Viking 18. Let's go. 70 Lions. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. Down the field, but it is incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up second down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. It is a big play there for the Falcons. It's a gain of 43 yards. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready,
Richardson. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to 16.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
After the loss of 3, it is second and 13.
Ready? Set, Bronco 80. Go.
Here's Richardson. This is caught at 2. And he'll take it on in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta.
And this is certainly what they've wanted to do all season long, and it's a huge reason, Mike, for this winning streak. Their ability to jump teams early and play with a lead. Everything is so much easier for the coach, for the offense, for the defense. Playing with a lead in the NFL is the ultimate position to be in.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Darius Davis to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80. Hey, Ripley. Yellow, yep. 15, 15. Yellow. Hey, 15, 15, 15. What's that?
Throwing right away is Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown Chiefs. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chiefs come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Timberwolves. Hey, here we go. Stay.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. He fires downfield for Pitts. Great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. It is a big play there for the Falcons.
Ready up.
Pick up a 46 yards.
Panther 11, Panther 11, Panther 60, Panther, Cup 19, Cup 19.
On first down, it's Richardson. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. It's second down.
Gravity Lions. Let's go. Ready up.
Gift, and here comes Robinson. Finding space at the 15. And he'll take this one in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. The PAT up and good. And the Falcons will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out of the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Ray gonna return it. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. start inside the 45. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Chiefs first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Yellow. 180.
On first down, it's Mahomes. Moving inside the pocket. That one just too far. Out in front, and it's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Mahomes now on 2nd down. That was a quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
On third down, they throw it to the quarterback. He'll be stopped here short of the first down marker. Penalty flag is out as well. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10.
Yellow. Easy. 15.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Bronco 80. 70. Hawk 70. Lightning 18. Go.
On play action, Richardson. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Leo Chenal in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
72.
What to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go. Stack. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready, ready?
Throwing, Richardson. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over. They're on the 28-yard line.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Yellow. I've got blue 80. 15. Remember this. 15.
First down throw, Mahomes. He'll let one go down the middle. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Yellow. I've got blue. Hey, 56. Yellow.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's a first down to their running back. And they'll keep the drive moving. He's got the first down up to the 45.
Really nice play call there that time. I think early on the quarterback realized pretty quickly, Mike, this is a light box. We got to take advantage of it. They get the right run call dialed up, and they're able to move the chains.
Hey, 50 seconds. Easy. Yellow, come back.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. The maneuver at the 35. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That one good for 26 yards. We are through one. It's the Falcons with the early lead. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Hey, 43. Yellow. Attack. Yellow. Hey, 43.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
On second down, Mahomes. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Kansas City.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offense.
Now a flip to the kicker. It's a fake. This will be caught. And he's going to take this into the end zone. I wasn't sure we'd ever see a fake extra point again, but this one works. So instead of 1, they get 2. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Took it across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
Tiger. Ready.
They bring Judy in motion.
Seventy Ranger. 19 tight.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On second down, Richardson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
On the go. Panther 60.
Richardson to throw. And that is incomplete.
I just don't passing game, Mike, it just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
This one, fielded, out beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Hey, 57 colors.
On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. A gain there of 27 yards.
Hey, 43. Yellow. Go on, 80.
1st and 10 for Mahomes. This caught outside by Worthy. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now. And a 1st down to boot.
Yellow. I've got blue, 80. Hey, 57. Attack. Yellow. Hey, 43, 15. Right side.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He got this underneath to Pacheco. Ball at the 3, 2nd down, and goal.
I don't need to. I've got blue, 80. Right side.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack. And that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Viking 18. Panther 60.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
18 Cardinal.
From the gun, Richardson. This well left is complete with Judy.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
Yellow. At 57. Argo blue. Hey, yellow. Go. Collect. Hero 15. Yellow. Hey, 57. 15. Yellow. Hey, 15.
Mahomes on first down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. From the 24 now, here's second down and a yard.
Attack! Yellow. 50. Yellow.
To throw is Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it's going to be third down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I'll be surprised if they continue to just see if they can complete those.
And he will have the Chiefs first down as they are able to keep this drive moving.
Yellow. Hey, Sunday. Hey, 57.
Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Yellow. Hey, Ripley. Yellow. 43. Attack. Easy.
Mahomes back into the hands of Worthy. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Collect. Yellow.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. A good spot here, second and a yard.
Yellow. 15. Attack. Go on.
Here's Mahomes. Into the hands of Worthy once again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. And the Chiefs have a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
15. Eye on these two.
On first and 10, it's Mahomes. Quick throw, and he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you want the ball before the end of the second quarter.
Good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, KC. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Butler's extra point is good. And the Chiefs add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way.
Here we go. 70, Viking, 8, Panther 11, Panther 11. Trap 60, trap 60. Dragon 60.
On first down, it's Richardson. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
Come on, stop it all, 18.
Cut. Out of shotgun. Richardson. Timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Set to go now on first and 10.
Ready? Ready,
Richardson gonna look to throw. He fires downfield for Pitts. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Ready? Snap.
Richardson. Back over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. That's a really good effort on third down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They do indeed snap as they'll try and throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Ray going to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. First down throw, Mahomes. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Yellow. Hey, yellow. Hey, go. Hey, 43. 15. 15, yellow.
Mahomes now on second down. The throw here is complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. A gain of 16 on that pass play. First down, KC.
Easy. Attack. Yellow. Come back.
Mahomes around the pistol. He'll throw. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. We're going to work this down inside the 45. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Eye down these two. Come back. Color. 15. Hey, Sunday, outside. Yellow.
To the air once more. It's Mahomes. And he just does put that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
43. Hey, 57 color. Hey, rip list.
Throwing again. It's Mahomes. That one swung out wide to the center. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 21. Good for a Chiefs first down.
Hero 15. Yellow. Hey, yellow.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And the strength on display rarely protected for a gain of 8 yards.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
On second down, Mahomes. Who outs another catch for his favorite target.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
From 6 yards out, it's first and goal.
Yellow.
Here's a run. Good run there. It'll get him 5 yards. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Second and goal.
Yellow.
They'll run with Pacheco. And no signal as of yet. And none forthcoming. He is stopped short. And now it's third and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. I would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
They'll run with Pacheco. And he arrows his way into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs will extend this third quarter lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. We'll start at the 4. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They bring Judy in motion. Richardson to throw it here on first down. It's going to be incomplete. Very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Throwing on second down, Richardson.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. London got in motion.
18 lateral. 18 lateral. Ready, right?
From the gun on third down, Richardson. Caught left side by Pitts. That gets him to 100 yards exactly after that reception and gets his team a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight, and it's second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively. Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
This is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Yellow. Hey, yellow. Hey, go going. 50, yellow. Hey, yellow. Attack.
First and 10 for Mahomes.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Go on, 80. 15. Yellow. Hey, 43, 15. Hey, Sunday, hey, 57. Yellow. 15.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. That's going to be incomplete. Good work as the defender bodied his man up, wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
15. Crutch. Yellow.
They'll run straight ahead with Pacheco.
So every one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down.
Collect! Collect! Attack! Attack! Right side!
Now Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Come on, come on. Hit! Cowboy 80! Cougar 19!
Richardson to throw here on first and 10. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
19 Tiger! 19 Tiger!
And here's Bijan. Cougar move away spectacular as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game, force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
From the gun, Richardson. Got his man. It's complete to Thomas. A gain there of 15. It's good for a Falcon first down.
60 Vikings! 60 Vikings! Get it? 70.
Richardson to throw. Now, deep ball for London. He's got it. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal.
Hawk 70.
To throw is Richardson. Forced to his right. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
And the story of the game has really been the inability of the offensive line to keep this pass rush away from the quarterback. And it's a big reason they find themselves here trailing in the fourth quarter. So as they turn to this passing game to try to mount a comeback, they've got to do a better job protecting the quarterback.
Pitts is the man in motion.
Ready?
On second down, Richardson. This one just past the pylon. Touchdown Atlanta. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
So Richardson and the offense ready to go for two.
Nothing. Let's go now. Cougar 19. Go.
They'll look to throw. That is hot. And they get the two-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Yellow. Arjabuli. Come back. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday. Hey, 15. Attack.
On first down, it's Mahomes. Gets the ball quickly, and it's caught. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And
he's going to have the first down yard across the 50 to the 48.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass. I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up the first down.
Yellow.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Handoff here, up the middle. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
It's 3rd and 4.
Yellow. 180. Hey, Ripley, come back. Yellow. Hey, Ripley, 15, yellow, 15, yellow. Hey, color. Nice high.
Out of his gun, here's Mahomes. And that is an incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
They'll try it now with the and he is going to have a Chiefs first down. They needed 4, they got 8, and they convert on 4th down.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 40. Easy. 15. Hey, 43. Yellow.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Pass complete. Left side to Worthy. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Seemed like the receiver might ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job of throttling down. Here's the catch. He's able to pick up a nice gain.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
A first down throw for Mahomes. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Yellow. Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That is caught at the 3. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Kansas City. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Cougar 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Grab. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
On first down, it's Richardson. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Ready, ready?
Second down throw for Richardson. That's going to be incomplete. Very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Ready, after 60, after 60. Ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. Fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. They'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing is Richardson. Workload taken by Pitts. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
Ready, ready. Crack
Just
ball
shy of
80.
midfield. Here's second down.
Come on, 18 Rattler, 8.
Here's Richardson. Will be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
On the ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let go.
Looking to throw. Richardson. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Let's go now.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And for a third time today, he's intercepted.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
Hey, rip left. 15. 15. Hey, color. 50, yellow. Far side.
First down throw, Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Hey, yellow. I go. Hero 15. Attack. Yellow. Hey, 40. Yellow. Attack. 15. Hey, 57 colors. Far side.
Throwing is Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie first-round pick. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. It's first and 10. Richardson gonna look to throw. That one incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Try again. It's second and 10. Now Richardson. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football at their own 40.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
43, 15. Yellow, hey, Ripless. There's a little lane. Look at it.
Play action here. Mahomes. Open right side. He's got him. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Terrific start to this drive.
Yellow.
Gain of 23 and a first down.
Hey, yellow. Yellow on the water. Attack, attack.
Mahomes on first down. Look block. Get this one complete. And he can't get away. They rally the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Here we go, 15. Yellow.
Mahomes now should throw on second down. The throw here is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. And this one's good for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
He'll got this underneath to Pacheco. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Attack.
He's throwing again. It's Mahomes. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Ready, set, 18 Cardinal. Here we go.
On first and 10, here's Richardson. Caught inside by Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. This one's good for a first down.
79 Broncos. Go.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. And it's downfield to the tight end Pitts. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. A gain of 48. Richardson to throw here on first and 10. There's the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
That one incomplete. Good job. Separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
On the jump. 70. 18. 5 in. Let's go. Cowboy 80.
From the gun, Richardson. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
Ready. 70 Lions.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. Here we go. One final play. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too low, too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. And now, will you look at this? It's a fake. And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for two doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. That is now 6 consecutive victories. They are making it look easy out there as they continue their winning ways.